Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about buzzwords. Buzzwords are like social media glitter. They catch your eye, but they don't always stick. In this video, you're going to learn my proven 5-step framework to unpack jargon, invite vulnerability in your conversations, and then spark a genuine conversation, plus some real-world examples that you can try today. So, you might be asking yourself, why does surface talk happen? Well, it's safety and simplicity. It's just a less scary way to say, I need boundaries, rather to admit that you've been crying at your desk every afternoon. Also, there is the speed of social media. Quick labels get likes, but nuance doesn't. Then there's echo chambers. We've all heard about that. That's when your feed is a feedback loop of trending terms, and then you start mirror talking without even thinking. So, what is this 5-step framework that I use? It involves these 5 things: empathetic reflection, open ended invitation, layered with why questions, vulnerable modeling, and co discovery and accountability. So let's start with the first one, empathetic reflection. What you can say is this: I hear how important this is to you. And then that works because what you're doing is you're validating a person's feelings and you're showing that you're listening. Then we move on to number 2, which is an open ended invitation. You can say something like, can you walk me through what that looks like in your day to day? And the reason why that works is because you're moving from a label to an actual lived everyday experience. Then you go on to a why question. You kind of ease that in there. You can say something like, that makes sense. Why is that part so meaningful to you? And what you're doing right there is you're peeling back what their motivations are, and then it starts to reveal the core value. The next one is vulnerable modeling. So you can talk about yourself here because that's where you're being vulnerable. You can say, for me, I've been setting a 9 p.m. phone off rule because I noticed I was getting really burnt out talking late at night. And that works because you're lowering another person's defense mechanisms, and people start to match your energy. They're giving you openness with openness right back at you. Then the last step is co discovery and accountability. You want to look like you're doing these things together and you're learning together. So you can say, let's each try sharing one real boundary this week and compare notes next time. So here's how this looks. You have a friend, and your friend says, I'm all about self care these days. And then here you are saying, self care, love that. What does self care look like for you this week? Bubble baths. Then you say, nice. When was the last time you did one? And does it make you feel restorative? Your friend says, honestly, it's been months. I feel guilty taking time off. And then that's where you come in and says, that sounds really tough. What if we schedule a 30-minute me break tomorrow afternoon? I can do mine, you can do yours, and then we can text each other after and see how it went. All right, so that's your challenge. Next time someone says a buzzword, don't just nod or don't just heart the conversation on your phone. Try one of those 5 steps. Jot down what they say, ask a why question, then share one of your real life examples. And then you're going to notice how your conversations start to get deeper, how your friendship is getting more and more stronger. And then you start leaving your conversations and chats feeling heard instead of feeling like you've been scrolling through TikTok. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more communication hacks, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, remember to keep it real, keep it deep, and I will see you in the next video.